Hi everybody, up here in Estes Park. I was going to go to New Mexico today, but it's probably not going to happen. Maybe tomorrow, maybe the next day. The weather's just too ugly down that way. It's raining between here and Raton, which is not a good thing. It's always raining between here and Raton when I want to do something. So I thought I'd walk around the bike and get it all ready to roll. That's my lens cap, put it in my pocket so I can lose it later. That's my bike. It's a 2014 Harley Heritage Classic. Not a bad bike. It's got a Barron's air filter, Vance and Hines exhaust. That's my camera bag hanging on the handlebar. I make all this shit. Make all that stuff myself. I got more of it here. It's all handmade. It's got super bright LED everything in it. It's got everything's just super bright. As bright as I could find. Michelin tires, super bright headlight. There's the whatever those lamps are, really bright ones. Bright enough that at night I actually turn these off because they're too bright. They blind people. Sue says this bike looks like a freight train coming down the road at night. And I had to put an exhaust thing on it because I got stuck in a accident zone and was sitting there for about 45 minutes waiting, moving very slowly. I was moving the whole time, so I couldn't shut the bike off, but it was like 1 mile an hour and it burnt the crap out of my leg, but I didn't even know it was burnt until I got home. But that's my helmet bag. Wear it if the weather's bad. I think this side's pretty much empty. There's a holster and a leather punch and an old plastic grenade for some reason. Over here, got that thing. Lots and lots and lots of gloves. That's usually not there. All kinds of gloves. Hot gloves, cold gloves, any kind of gloves you can think of. There's a cable to charge my phone. More gloves. Should be 2 more. There's 1. And there's 2. They do come in handy. I've left my gloves on the handlebars or back a couple times and lost them. There's an owner's manual and a map of Wyoming. Who needs maps, right? A voltmeter. Yay. This is a tube tent. I don't know if you can see that or not. Got this online. Those are really handy. I got one in my Yamaha and one on this bike. If you get stranded out in super crap weather, you can always stretch that out between the bike and a fence post or something. It's a one-man tent. They're not. This says emergency shelter. Yeah, that's what I'm using it for. But we used to use those all the time when I was a kid. I mean, that was our main tent. They're not really big enough for 2 people, but you can get 2 people into one without too much trouble. And you probably find out who your friends are if you've got 2 leather-wearing bikers crawling into one. Might find out their sexual orientation, and that could be scary. There's some suntan lotion, a little bit of oil. Gotta have a little bit of oil with you. What else is in there? Here's my tool kit. That has got every tool you could think of for a Harley, and it's got everything in it, every single tool you can think of, except the one that you're going to need. This is, I think that's a chamois. I'm not sure. Bungee cords, yay. Those are the crappy bungee cords there. A hose clamp. Don't know why that's in there. And more rags with some motorcycle polish. The only reason I'm looking in here is because I can't find my suntan stuff. I need some heavier suntan stuff. I can't find it. That's what all's in there. You try and head down to New Mexico this week. I really want to go down there, but the weather's just not cooperating. So we'll have to see. Sue's got quite a few things here that are for sale. I don't know. That runs. It does run. I've had it running. But we're just wandering around right now. I'm just wandering around here. I need to go ahead and go down to Loveland or Longmont or something and look for some parts that are missing that I lost. I got all of the blocks for the they're over here. All the blocks for attaching stuff, they all came. There's more motorcycle stuff. I hear a bike going by down there. You can probably hear all the traffic. This is like downtown Denver right here. The blocks, let's see what I got. Got some 5s, those are the blocks. And a whole bunch, oh there's some more of those plugs. And a bunch of these. So I should be good for blocks. But just wandering around. If you look out that way, you can see traffic, 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 and more traffic. It's a zoo. All these people wanting to go to Estes Park to watch elk screw and stuff. It's like, oh my gosh, we have to go to Estes Park. Oh yeah, it's so pretty. Yeah, look at all the people. We're going there to get away from the people, but look at all these people. But I guess that's how they make their money. I gotta decide what I'm going to do as far as going down there. The controllers, I lost all those controllers that I bought. I only have one of the good controllers. So I ordered 3 more, and that'll just get me by with the panels that we have right now. And then, according to the website, they won't be here until the 26th of June. I guess we'll see. The last one said something like that too, and they were here sooner. Now this is the kind of light traffic today. Usually it's wall to wall. You can't drive out of the driveway traffic. But they're all coming. Zip, zip, zip. More and more and more. Light traffic. I'm amazed that there aren't more accidents. If you ever seen the way that these people drive on this road, you would be shocked. And you very seldom see a policeman. Very, very, very seldom. I think I've maybe 4 or 5 policemen the whole time I've been driving up here. And you get those crotch rockets out there, they'll scare you. I mean, they'll fly right by you, they'll lane split. It's pretty spooky. I hear some bikes. Yep, there go 2 bikes. So, I think I'm going to pack the bike again and go for a quick ride, try and find my suntan stuff. Y'all have fun. I don't think I finished the tour. So I thought I would finish the tour. Right there is 12 volts so that I can plug stuff in if I need to. Forgot to finish the tour. I can't believe I did that. I put all these gloves back in. Some of these are new. Some of them aren't. You know, like these are 1,000,000 years old, and I'm still using them. I mean, I prefer those over these, and I don't see the other one. I think probably everybody's like that. They have a favorite pair of gloves, so that's what they'll wear over the new ones. I thought I'd finish this up. I got my GPS on there. I use that, the dashboard on that, because it's right there. The speedometer here is down here, and they're both really accurate. Harley's surprisingly accurate with their speedometers. Yamaha, on the other hand, is not. When I got those Michelin tires on the Yamaha, it really helped. I got my cell phone there. It's just because I don't want it on me. Right there is fine. If it's on me, it feels cumbersome. I've got glasses in here and a tire gauge. I don't think there's much of anything in this one. Some fuses, a couple pins. And this one here is all my charge stuff. You know, you gotta charge everything when you're riding down the road. Yeah, get some more in there. And down here, that's registration, a couple screwdrivers. Got that bag packed right in there. There's registration, some screwdrivers, some really minor stuff that I might need. Nothing real important. But that's finishing it up, I think. I haven't got enough miles on the bike. I rode 500 miles yesterday. And it wasn't, you know, it's just another ride. I'm leaking a little grease out of the fork right there. It's getting all over stuff. I probably should take it and wash it. And that's normal, by the way. When you fill these, the way I read it, you fill it with this greaser right here, and you wait to see a little grease come out from up here. Well, that's going to take 2 cartridges, 1.5 cartridges to fill that. They don't fill it at the factory, they just grease the bearing. But that's my bike. I do have a beer holder right there. My beer holder. And that's about it. Not really a beer holder, but it works. Got these I think everybody's got these foot pegs. When your feet are up there, it knocks down a lot of the wind out of your face. When I'm riding, I have to wear headphones because I'm pretty deaf, and the wind noise isn't real good for you. Make you deafer. So I don't want to lose that much more of my hearing, so I just wear the headphones. But I think I'm going to go for a ride and get out of this thing now. Hopefully I'll make it down to New Mexico this week. I really do kind of sort of like want to. We will see what happens. Y'all have fun. One more thing. I don't like these rocks. I'm probably going to take those off. That kind of looks a little Don't like it. But the bones and stuff like this, you know, this stuff I made, all that stuff I made. When you have a bike, you know, a lot of people think, well, I can't do anything to it because it'll void the warranty and I won't be able to take it in to get it fixed and blah, 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 blah. Well, that's not true. Not necessarily true. You can change your exhaust and intake and stuff like that. But when you have a bike, most bikers make it theirs. They change stuff. They add this or they add the exhaust. They try and make it kind of individualized. A lot of people are, oh my gosh, it's not stock. It's not worth anything anymore. Yeah, right. Well, they're wrong. You got to make the bike yours. If it isn't yours, then it belongs to the bank. You might as well just give it back to them. But I like bikes that belong to the people, bikes that look like the people. You know, whoever rides it, you know, they need to make the bike theirs. I put a hell of a dent in it right here. That's making it mine. I did that on accident. I dropped a wrench. So I might just replace that fender someday. But you need to make the bike yours. Do what you got to do to make it yours. If it's stock, it ain't yours. It belongs to the bank. So, you guys out there, I hope you enjoyed this. I'm going to go for a ride. I've been saying that for, 3 times now? Bye. Well, I thought I'd stop for a bit. Maybe. This is the storage. This is where we keep our bikes when we're not riding. I was saying something about making the bike yours. And got a lot of friends that ride. One of them just had a bypass surgery, and his idea of a ride was from Rawlins to Seminole, 60 miles round trip. That's a day ride. That's a long ride. You gotta have those long rides. But I know another rider who, I have this Harley in my shed and I want to go for a ride. Every time I ask him, well, let's go for a ride. Well, my wife won't let me get it out because I have to drive it across the lawn and it'll leave a track in the grass, and I can't do that because she'll get mad at me. That's not uncommon. I got a friend that I chatted with for a few seconds this morning. We're all planning a ride down to Ruidoso, and I can't think of the name of the town, down by Taos. There's 2 rallies this weekend. Rallies are okay, they're fun. And, you might go to a concert or something. but she said that she got wrangled into going on a little parade and missed an entire day's riding. Now that girl's a rider. When she gets on the bike, she rides. She goes and she goes and she goes. My idea of a ride is hop on a bike and go 250 miles, stop, get something to eat, something to drink, and find a different route back. That's a basic around-the-block ride. I did 500 miles yesterday. I had to go back to Rawlins to get something. I took the bike back. Weather got kind of nasty coming home, or coming back up here. Wind was bad. But I see a lot of riders. They call themselves bikers. They wear the Harley shirts and all that crap, who only get their bikes out for a poker run. And that's the only time of year they get it out. One guy in particular, oh, I ain't going on this poker run because it snowed last week and there might be water puddles and it's so hard to wash my bike. They shouldn't even have bikes. And there's a lot of motorcycles out there. You know, it doesn't matter what kind. Harley, Yamaha, Suzuki, all those who, you know, they buy their bikes and 10 years later they have 2,000 miles on them. I'll tell you, there's more wrong with that bike than there is with this bike right here. The valves get rusty, the pistons seize, you know, there's more. You gotta ride them. I would not buy a bike with 2,000 miles on it that's 5 years old. That's not gonna happen. There's a rabbit running around over there. But being as the weather's crappy, it's raining between here and Raton. I might take the car. I really don't want to. I want to take the bike so bad. I looked at the other routes. It's supposed to snow in Leadville. Oddly enough, Alamosa is the coldest place in the world. It's either super cold or super hot. There's no in between. So I don't know what way I'm going to go. I'll probably wait until morning and head out. Monday morning traffic, oh, whoopee. But this whole week is supposed to be bad between here and down there. And I want to ride the bike down there really bad. Next weekend, I have to go to my daughter's graduation. And I don't know how I'm going to manage that yet because we don't have a room and there aren't any rooms. And I think it's early in the morning. I have to look and see. If it's in the afternoon, we could ride the bikes from here to there, no problem. It's just I-70 between Denver and Leadville. It's like downtown Denver traffic. Pretty bad. I like, when I get on the bike, I like to ride and not see another car for hours. It gets eerie. You start wondering, whether did the world finally end? I hope so. But, and then the following weekend is the Ruidoso rally. And I've been to that one before. It's kind of fun. A lot of good people, a lot of concerts. You can gamble down there, do all kinds of stuff. Banditos are there, all kinds of weird stuff. And then I can't think of the name of the other rally. It's up by Taos. It's east of Taos, up in one of them ski towns. I haven't been to that one, but I might go this year. Sue wants to go, but she can't get off. I don't know yet if I'm going to stay in the house down there or stay in the Corona Motel. We'll see. And that's the weekend after this. There's a pretty fair chance I might just wait until after the graduation and head down to Colorado, or New Mexico. Colorado, yeah. But yeah, if you got a motorcycle, hey, go get that thing and put it in gear and go for a ride. Not just a Seminole and back. Go for a couple 100-mile ride. That bike is your best friend. Get on it and go. California is legalizing all this, marry this and marry that. We knew that would happen. You know, marry your pet sheep. And there's probably a lot of people doing it. So just marry your motorcycle. There you go. Better than sex. So anyhow, I'm going to go again and see what's going to happen. Hi. There you are. Okay, how do I shut this thing off?